Good afternoon, clarinets and other instruments. If you're seeing this, that means that you have found out that I am not at school for the next week and a half because I was exposed to COVID. And I have some symptoms. I haven't had my test yet. I'm still waiting to hear back from the doctor. So hopefully I don't have it, but it's still going to be 2 weeks before I see you. So I'm going to try to post a couple of videos that you can watch. This first video, I'm just going to go through our warm-up like what we always do every day. The first thing we do our audiation drill on concert F, and then we do our audiation drill on concert B flat. Before we get into that, let's review. Do you remember what your concert F is? If you said a G, you are correct. So let's turn my metronome on to 80, and there it is. Click it in the background. And we're going to go through our audiation drill. Ooh, well, let's change that. I've got to get my keyboard in the right spot. All right, here it is. Let's redo this audiation drill. Again, don't forget to hold that 4 to 8 counts. Every day in band, I just kind of give you an idea how to do it. So 4 to 8, I did it for 8. Count there. All right, let's do concert B flat now. So remind yourself, what is your concert B flat? Do you remember? Y'all were getting pretty good at this before we left. If you said C, then you remembered correctly. Good job, because I know you did. So here we go. Audiation drill on concert B flat. All right, very good. So do that every day to help you. Remember, you're supposed to go from pitch to your ear, your mouth, back to your ear, and then out your instrument. It should be the same note the whole time. Okay, next thing I like to do is I just like to play hot cross buttons every day, and we like to play line 22, scaling new heights every day because they're nice long tones. And while you're playing this, as a part of our warm-up to get our brains thinking, I want you thinking about good hand position. Keep your fingers in that C, curved and soft. Don't let them fly like this, curved and soft. So here we go. Set your metronome to 80, and here's hot cross buttons. Again, as you're playing that, it's one that we should know really well by now. It's just giving you that opportunity to think about perfect hand position and your air moving smoothly through. Remember, air, whole note air, even though we're tonguing quarter notes. So we don't pulse our air. We have whole note air. All right, line 22, same thing. Just good warm-up, good tone. Again, finger, hand position. See if you can... So I can get my, well, that's about as good as that's going to get. So I'm trying to get it so where you can see my whole clarinet, but being that I don't really have everything set up the best setup. It's not going to work. All right, there's more of my clarinet. All right, so we're going to do line 22. So there's line 22, and again, when you get to measure 5, 6, 7, and 8, and you're going F to G, E to G, D to G, and C to G, right hand down. And that's why we practice that line every day. It gives you good practice to get that right hand down. Okay, now, everybody is on line 29 today on Monday. CIS has pretty much finished it. BIS, I know you're just beginning it, so we're going to go over, excuse me. This is my daughter, Zoe. I know you've heard me talk about her. She's also quarantined, so she might pop her head in occasionally. All right, go away, darling. Go watch a movie. And this is my daughter, Phoebe. She might accidentally pop her head in a couple of times, too.
I'm also quarantined.
All right, thank you. Now go.
Our whole family and my uncle are quarantined.
Go. Go. All right, so today we're going to go over line 29. So when we go over lines, what's the first thing we do? Do you remember? We count them. Right, so we're going to count through line 29. Okay, here it is. And when we count, we finger along. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And yes, there's a repeat there, but in the counting it, we're not going to do it. Okay, second thing. What's the second thing that we always do when we're reading lines? Who remembers? Note names. Very good. Okay, so here we go on our note names. 1, 2, ready, and go. C, 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 D, E, E, D, C, D, E, C, E, 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 F, G, G, F, E, F, G, E, G, C, G, C, G, C, G, C, G, C. All right, did you notice G's? As soon as we went to a G, right hand popped down all the way down. Okay, that's important you remember that because when we learn our next new note on the next page, you still have to do right hand down. And remember, that's one of those things clarinet players know that not everybody knows. G's have right hands down. Okay, so now I'm going to play through it. If we were doing this in class, I would probably do the first 4 measures, and then I'd do 5 through 8, and then 9 through 12. But I'm just going to go ahead and play through the whole thing, and then I'm going to talk about the last 4 measures, because that's where the biggest problems are. Okay, so here's the whole thing. Okay, so good. So play it through just like that. If you're having problems with the spot, isolate those spots. It might be 1 measure. It might be 4 measures worth, like we do in class. So the problem that the place that most of us are going to have problems with is going to be where it says circle 3, measures 9 through 12, because all that is going G's to C's. And that requires us as clarinet players to pop that right hand down when we go to our C. So there's a lot of active popping. Okay, so there's several ways you can practice it. One's just like this right here, what I'm doing. If you're still struggling with getting that right hand down, because I know some of us were still working on that, one thing that you can do, and I don't recommend this all the time, but at the very beginning when we're learning how to do this, watch that. Practice C. Keep your hand in that curved position, not very high. See, it's only maybe an inch, inch and a half above my clarinet. Just pop it down. Again, for the C, inch and a half. Watch yourself do it. Then do it with your eyes closed. Okay, and then just, you can open your eyes, but don't watch what you're doing, just feel it. You'll get to do it enough where you don't need to see it, okay? And then you can go through and you can just practice G's to C's like this. sounds. So that's a good way to practice that, okay? And then again, just do measures 9 through 12 with your metronome. And you can practice that spot all by yourself. Make sure your half notes, though, are 2 full beats, and they go all the way to the rest on count 3. Okay, half notes, 2 full beats, all the way to the rest on beat 3, or you are going to get ahead. All right, that I think will be enough for today. I miss all of you guys. I cannot wait to see you. If you need to send me an email or ask a question, you can totally do that. My email is stuckymi@gobearsgo.net, and I will respond. I will be watching your emails, so if you have specific clarinet questions or just want to say hi, feel free to email me. I can't wait to see all you guys again, and I will be posting more videos where I go over all the lines that we're going to be getting to. In fact, I'll probably post another one here in a minute, but I just kind of wanted to do one warm-up video real quick. They're not going to be very long. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.